everyone, welcome to another day of beta, and today I thought I would talk about my Disney cosplays because I told you I would in today's beta. So I'm going to be telling you all the Disney cosplays I have done, the ones I'm planning to do in the next few months or next year or whatever, and just go from there. So the first cosplay I did that was Disney was Taffeta from Wreck-It Ralph, and I did that one back in 2013. I remember wanting to cosplay her ever since I saw the movie in theaters, and I started getting that cosplay together. I found the dress and altered it, and then I found the jacket, altered that as well, and I had the white stockings that I painted, and I made the hat. Well, not made it from scratch. I took an old hat and just heavily altered it and everything. So that was a fun cosplay to do. I still have to update it a bit and hopefully wear it again sometime this year, maybe around the time Ralph Breaks the Internet comes out. So I'm excited to hopefully do that cosplay again sometime soon. And then from there, I believe my next one was Honey Lemon from Big Hero 6, and that was a lot of fun to do. At first, I brushed it together so I could have it in time for the movie, and I wore it when I went to see the movie. Of course, no one really recognized me. Or rather, kids looked at me, but like they didn't say anything. I guess because they were kind of confused. Like, I don't know. They just kind of stared and were like, I guess, shy or something to say something. Or they thought I kind of looked like Honey Lemon, but they weren't sure. I don't know, but it's whatever. But it was fun to cosplay her for the movie and everything. But I did upgrade the cosplay a lot. I replaced the wig, and I got a new sweater for it and everything. And I'm working on a new dress as well that I have to finish, but hopefully once I finish the new dress, then I can redo that cosplay. So that one's also fun to wear. And I also did another version of Honey Lemon, the white sweater and the orange skirt. I did that one back for Cherry Blossom Festival. I believe that was 2015, or was it 2014? I think it was 2015, but I'm not entirely sure what year that was. I do believe it was 2014 or 2015 though. My mind's a little fuzzy right now, so I apologize if I got the year wrong, but I believe it was 2015 when I did that cosplay. And that one was fun to do then as well. So I have done two versions of Honey Lemon, and then after that, I believe, is when I got Lilo done. I basically just found a red dress and then added the white leaves to it. And I basically just had everything else for that cosplay. So that was a pretty easy one to do. 2016, after that, I did Judy because of seeing Zootopia and everything. So 2016, I think, is when I got Judy together. And I did that for Stockton Con and also SAC Anime in 2016, and that was a lot of fun. It was the Farmer Judy, not the police outfit, sadly. I do want to get that one done eventually, though. But I basically just found a pink shirt like hers and got the wig, the ears. I made a carrot bag and carrot hair ties for accessories to go with the cosplay, just to make it, my own little personal touch. And it was a lot of fun to wear, and I'm really excited to wear that cosplay again because I love being Judy, and it's a lot of fun. And she's one of my favorite characters, of course, as are all the ones I cosplay. But it's just, I feel optimistic when I cosplay Judy, I guess because of her can-do attitude and everything. Just makes me feel that way too when I cosplay her, so it's just a lot of fun and everything, and I hope to do the cop outfit eventually. And after that, after Judy, I think that was when I started working on Moana. That cosplay took a long time to work on, and at first I was really nervous about making it because of all the stuff I was planning to do, since I decided to make it from scratch because I thought that I was able to do it. And over time, I kind of put it off because I was so nervous about working on it from scratch, and I was afraid I would mess things up. But I gave myself the time to work on it, and over time, it ended up looking really well and really good. although I do still have to fix up the skirt a little bit. But other than that, I think the cosplay turned out extremely well, and I wasn't expecting it to look as good as it does, and I'm really proud of that cosplay, and I'm excited to wear it again once I do fix it up. And it's received a lot of love from everyone, and I'm so glad that it's received so much love. I remember going to Stockton Con and just getting kids so excited when they saw me, and it was such a fun experience. And then SAC Anime as well. I had a lot of fun as Moana at Stockton Con and SAC Anime alike, and I'm excited to cosplay her again someday. I also did Hula Lilo, the hula version. I made the skirt and the top and the accessories to go with, and that was a lot of fun to make and do, and I hope to wear that again as well. And then I also threw together a very last minute Gaston cosplay for SAC Anime the same time I did Moana, because I wanted to do another cosplay for that convention, but I think my other plans kind of fell through or something, so I decided to just throw together Gaston last minute, and that was a lot of fun, even though it was a last minute decision, but it was a lot of fun to do despite that. And there ended up being a villains gathering on the day I wore him, and it was just a lot of fun. If I wear him again, I do want to upgrade it a little bit, just, make it look more accurate and everything. So I'm excited to eventually do that one again. And then, of course, you all know I did Merida after that. That was when I worked on Merida afterwards, and she was a lot of fun to upgrade over the months and stuff. I first got a really cheap wig on eBay, I believe, and it wasn't what I was expecting, and I was kind of disappointed when I received that wig, but of course it was kind of what I expected because of, how cheap it was and everything, but it was what I could afford at the time for Merida, and it worked for the time being. And I found the dress, and I was ecstatic when I found it because I couldn't believe I found something so similar to her dress that I could easily alter, and I was just really excited. And then so I started altering it and working on it and stuff, and then Halloween came around, and I did a little Merida shoot at my park, and it was fun, but it wasn't exactly complete at the time, but I didn't really care. I just wanted to wear Merida and do photos. So after that, I worked on completing the dress and everything, and then it was finally completed, and I received a new, much better wig by Christmas, and I love my wig so much. It's absolutely perfect. Although I did have to add more wefts to it, I took wefts from my old wig and added them to the new one to make it even more thick and accurate. And even though I probably feel like I should add more to it now, it's really good now. So it's great for the moment. And then over time, I just upgraded the costume and finished the bow and accessories and stuff. And that was that. So I am working on her other dress from the movie, the fancier dress that she doesn't like wearing. But I want to wear that one anyway because I do actually like that dress, and I kind of started it from scratch, but I kind of used a shirt that I had as basically as a pattern-ish way, and I just added the skirt part to it, and then I just covered it with the right fabric. I know I can't really describe how I'm making it, but hopefully I can get that done sometime. It's just taking a lot of work, and I'm just going to wear it whenever I have it done, whenever I can finish it. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And so of course I did Anna recently, as you guys know, and I did a photo shoot of her this past week, and that was my latest Disney cosplay I have done. I do believe I listed all of the ones I've done. Let's see, there was Taffeta, Honey Lemon, Lilo, Judy, Moana, Merida, Anna. Yeah, I believe that's all of them. yeah, Gaston as well, but that one was just kind of a last minute thing, so I don't really include that one because it was just kind of for fun, and it wasn't like my most serious Disney cosplay, but whatever. So those are the ones I've done so far, and yes, I have more planned. I do plan to do Aurora by a Rose, as you guys know, because I think I mentioned that before. That one's going to be also for my business as well as for conventions and stuff. And I told you about the plans I have for D23, except I'm not sure if I'm going the full weekend next year. So I might have to cut down on the new costumes I had planned. Of course, I do want to still do Eve eventually for whatever, maybe next year. But if I go for one day next year, it's going to be my secret cosplay that I end up doing. And I can't say what it is yet because I'm still keeping it a secret until like next year. So I'm sorry, but you guys are going to have to wait to find out about that. But I am really, really excited to do this cosplay. You guys don't even know. Anyway, so my plans besides that, of course I said I'm working on Merida's other dress. There are a lot of other outfits of hers I want to do, like the epilogue dress, the black one. And I also want to do other like crossover versions, like maybe a Final Fantasy crossover with her, because I think that would be so much fun to do. And I also love Final Fantasy, so that's another thing. And of course I want to do a modern version of her, like I mentioned, just like a casual modern version. I have done a cosplay bound version of her when I saw Coco. I have a shirt that works very well with Merida that I wear when I do her casually, and it's a lot of fun to do casual Merida, so I have that. I would also like to do, I know there's the park dress. I would like to do that one too eventually. And then there was also these new dresses that the princesses wore for Disneyland Paris. And I just love Merida's. It's like hers, but it's got flowers on it. And it's really cute. And I want to do that one eventually too. And that's all I can think of right now. There's a couple other versions of her that aren't really well known because it's from just like this one book where she wears different outfits and stuff, and I really like the design of some of them, so I want to cosplay those as well, and it just goes from there. Other characters I've thought of doing, I do want to do Alice because I think that would be a popular character for parties, and I found a dress recently that looks really, really accurate to the movie. And someone posted it in the Disney Cosplayers group, so I'm hoping that eventually I can get that dress and do Alice for parties, which would be so much fun. And I want to fix up Anna. I want to do more versions of Anna, like the coronation dress and Olaf's Frozen Adventure dress, possibly also Frozen Fever, because I know Anna's going to get requested a lot for parties. I also want to do Rapunzel. And I would love to also do Snow White. I think I mentioned these before when I talked about my business, but those are characters that I'm really looking forward to adding to my business. As for cosplay reasons, I do want to get Cop Judy done eventually. I mentioned that a few minutes ago. And let's see. I think that's all I can think of right now. I'm not entirely sure. I told you I wanted to do Eve from Wall-E. And I do want to do Violet from Incredibles, like not the superhero outfit, but like casual version, because I don't see a lot of casual Incredibles cosplays a lot, so I kind of want to do casual Violet, because I think that would be fun. And of course, because the new movie's coming out and everything, so maybe by that time, we'll see. I don't know, but I think that's all that I can think of right now. I'm sure there are probably other Disney cosplays I've thought of doing, but I just can't list them all right now because I can't think of them at the moment. But maybe in another video I will talk about those in more detail and probably remember the rest of the ones I want to do because it's probably a long list. I just can't think of them right now. So that is all for today's Veda, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!